All right, so in this particular session, we're going to see how we can have different numbering formats for the different parts of the document. So we shall make sure the cover page does not have any page numbering, and that is what we always want to have as the norm. Then the second page will be part of the preliminary pages. Then we shall have any other pages before the main body of the document are going to be preliminary pages, and those will take up the Roman numerals. So now, to achieve that, we need to make use of the section breaks. Now, what section breaks are going to do for us is they're going to break the document into different sections, and for each of the sections, we can apply different settings. So in this case, I am going to make sure that the cover page is a section, the preliminary pages will be a section, and the body of the document all the way to the end will be the third section. Now, you can also have as many sections as possible. So long as you want to apply different settings to different parts of the document, you can always make those different sections. So to do that, you go to the I'm going to go to the bottom of the page here, and that will mark the end of this first section. Then the next pages will be part of a new section. So to do that, make sure you're at the bottom of that particular page. Then you go up here under the layout tab, breaks, then you look for next page. When you click on that, it automatically takes you to the second page. Now, normally, it's going to create some space above the new page. So all you have to do is to delete that space. Or sometimes it even creates for you a new blank page. So all you do is to delete that particular page. Now, when you come here into the footer section, you double click into the footer section, you realize that we have section 1, which is the cover page. And we also have section 2. Now, that therefore means that already we are having 2 sections in this document. That's a good start. Now, we're going to go to the second page. This one has declaration. This page, I am going to click into the footer section, page number. Then I choose the location. This time I want it to be on the bottom right, there. Now, you realize that when I do that, page 1, the cover page, is also having a page number, and we do not want that. Now, how do we avoid that? Now, you can see here, MSW are telling us that this section is the same as the previous. So it's the same as the previous. And now we have to break that chain. How would we do that? Up here, it's telling us there is a link to the previous section. So we break that link by toggling that. You click there, and that link is going to be broken. Now, we're going to go back here and delete this page number. How would you do that? You can press the delete key, or you can remove page number there. Now, we're going to go back to our second page here and format this page number. Format page number. Then we're going to apply the Roman numerals. And we're going to make sure it starts at I for the first one. You can click OK. Then we already have that page 1 of the preliminary pages, 2, 3. And now you realize that the body of the document is also taking up that format. How are we going to do that? To stop that, we are going to come to this last page of the preliminary page. It doesn't matter how many pages you have. So you come to the last page of the preliminary pages, and then you go at the bottom of that page, layout again, and create another section break. Again, if it creates some space up there, just delete that space. Now you realize if you go down here, we have created the third section here, and it's also the same as the previous. We turn that off, and then we are going to come back here on this page number, format page number, and this time we're going to turn it to the Hindu Arabic numerals. Make sure it is starting at 1. Click OK. And when we exit the footer section, we realize that page 2, page 3, and so on. So now I can go back to view and then one page. I use the multiple pages section here to help you see these pages side by side. But now if I click on one page, then zoom out a bit, then you can see that our document is having no page numbering on the cover page. And the first preliminary page is having I, the second one is having 2, and then the main body of the document is actually having the main body of the document, which is our chapter 1 here in this case, is having Roman, is having 1, then the second one, 2, and so on and so forth. So that is how you can have different numbering formats for the different parts of your document. And the feature we just used there that is very important in that regard is the section breaks. Then you also make sure you have the different sections unlinked such that we break that chain of flow. If different sections are linked together, that means they inherit some of the features of the previous section. So make use of the section breaks, and we also make sure we unlink the sections. So every section should act and behave independently. Now, the use of section breaks can also be applied if you want to apply different settings for different parts of your document. Maybe you have a footer here on page 1, but that footer, now without section breaks, once you add the footer on one page, it will run all the way to the last page of your document. But you can break that by using section breaks. And if you believe that this page should have its own footer, you make that page an independent section, and then you apply a footer or header there, and that header or footer will be on that page, or it will only be on the pages that belong to a particular section.